Good evening, everyone. My name is Harv Stevens, and welcome to the first episode of National Honor Wrestling Voltage. This will be a tournament to determine the World Heavyweight Champion, the first World Heavyweight Champion, and we decided to do this first because why not? Most other companies, they start with the other and then make their way to the world title, but we decided let's get the world title out of the way and then we'll shuffle around from there. This is the bracket for this tournament. Alright, and ladies and gentlemen, we emanate today from New York, New York. And coming to the ring first, not too many people know about this man. He comes from another promotion that we call UNT Wrestling. He is new to the scene for National Honor Wrestling. A lot of these people you will see are new to the wrestling scene, but this one, I have a good feeling.
Contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Nescahoning, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Outsider.
And, so you look at the Outsider here, he looks like he's all business. That's a very heavy walk he has walking to the ring. I don't see a lot of, goofiness on his face. He looks like he is here for gold. That's what they're all here for. There was a little, how do I want to put it? There was a little drawing in the back for who was going to win this within Lockhart Enterprises, and we're just kind of going with it now and gonna see who wins. I put my money on this man, but that's neither here nor there. I believe the Outsider would make a great first World's Heavyweight Champion, but we will have to see here tonight as he will be facing the Savior, I believe his name is, another man that comes from the Independents. UNT Wrestling was the last signing that I believe he was with, we'll just have to see how these two do. It's the first episode, so hopefully they just leave it all in the ring. No injuries, hopefully, but we do hope that they leave it all in the ring and show something to everybody here. This man right here, I don't know what he's about to do. Oh, man. It's a little hot up here. I don't know what's wrong with my I'm gonna have to talk to the production truck. I don't know what's going on with the Titantron there. It's having a little glitch there, showing some letters that it shouldn't. We'll get that figured out and fixed. This man right here, he's already going over his pyro budget. I do hope that he understands that I don't pay extra. Alright? So, you want to use all your pyro? Yeah, check gonna hurt. I just thought he might want to know.
From Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Savior.
And the Savior here with that, I guess that preacher's jacket, but here we go. The Savior, the Outsider, one-on-one, ring the bell, and here we go. And oh man, the Outsider thwarted whatever was going on there, starting off early. Got a little ear clap. We're going to back him into the corner here. I wonder if we're going to get a clean break from the Outsider here. We got a clean break from the Outsider, but the Savior did not give a clean break, and he kicked him with no avail. Now they're just throwing a few fists and a DDT right on the top of his head. And a kick to the back, no sold that. Twisting the arm. Catches a forearm for his troubles. And a straight suplex. Arm drag. A punch to the face, another punch to the face, and a few punches to the face, and got a little lariat for his troubles. And the outsider's face is a little red there from all these punches to the head there. Looks like he's taking a few too many, and well, I mean, he's doing bodily damage, and it looks like the outsider is aiming for the head. And as I say that, he tries to make him submit with a little choke to the back of his head there. Xavier tried. He tried that. Forearm for his troubles, picks him up on his shoulders. Samoan drop. And misses with the kick. The Savior back up. He gets him behind. And I thought that was going to be a tiger suplex or something, but no, he just drops him on his knees. And now is going to go for a modified capture suplex. Well, we're already to the finish. It looks like he's trying to get this over with. And saving grace. And straight into the pin. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. I know the Savior, he just threw everything at it. So he's got to be feeling some type of way right now. I mean, he tried to lariat a little earlier, and it didn't work out in his favor. And now the outsider making a comeback a little bit. And just as I say that, he gets reversed and kicked in the gut. And the Savior just deposits him all the way out of the ring. He's over this right now. It looks like he's just going to beat him up and try to continue on in this world title tournament. Whoa, a reversal into a DDT out there on the floor. That has got to hurt. That's painful. Throws him back into the ring. And what is he gonna do? Oh, alright. It just beats his chest off the ring apron there, the hardest part of the ring. And now the outsider calling for the Savior to get up. Savior wobbling to his feet, and whatever he was trying to do was forwarded. He caught a forearm to the back. The Savior throwing him into the corner. And okay, a little back kick out of the ring. Yeah, we'll call it that. And chop to the neck to both sides. That had to hurt. And again, off the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Outsider here is not playing around with the suplex on the outside. Steps on his chest and cracks his neck. It looks like he's having a little fun. And he picks him up here and is going to carry him and drops him again. And this time he may have gotten what he was looking for, as the Savior looks to be bleeding as he throws him back into the ring. And the outsider now calling for him. He wants him to get up. He got him, and I don't know what he calls that, but it was effective. And with one of those, we have our first winner in the outsider, moving on to the second round of this world title tournament. That was a little surprising, because the Savior actually was dominating that match. And then just out of nowhere, the outsider just took him when he got outside of the ring and just beat him up. That's the best way I can put it. They call that the Deep Six, but I'm pretty sure that the outsider has another name that he wants to call that. But congratulations to the outsider. Oh man, and I think you guys are gonna like this guy.
The contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from St. Petersburg, Russia, weighing in at 260 pounds, the prototype, Eric Winter.
Seems like 260 is a very common weight going on around here. But Eric Winters here, as you can see by his shirt, he is with the Tribe. That is a group that we signed here to NHW. Well, that's a group that the owner, Franco Grice, kind of runs here in NHW. And this is, well, as she said, his prototype. This man is, I don't know, like, I've only seen him wrestle a couple of times, and he's very straightforward with what he has to do. And his opponent here.
And his opponent, from Ohio, weighing in at 299 pounds, Ben Frost.
And his opponent here, Ben Frost, another man coming from the fabled UNT Wrestling. We borrowed a few of their talent, just gonna put that out there. But yeah, he has his hands cut out for him. I mean, yeah, Eric Winters has given up about 30 pounds, but this is just one of those matches to where, I mean, you just have to watch him operate. It's actually a joy to see him wrestle in the ring, even though he really doesn't care about what the fans think about him. And Ben Frost here, he is a former world champion in his own right. He did a lot. He put the UNT universe on the map, and I think seeing him here in National Honor Wrestling will be a treat. So we'll see if he can't make it through this first round and maybe onto a title. Who knows? But they're both derobed and ready to ride. Ref looks at them both, calls for the bell, and here we go. And they meet in the middle of the ring, collar and elbow tie up, backs him into the corner. Hey, didn't we just see this in the last match? And we're going to back up here, and a clean break by both. And then Ben Frost just runs him over in the corner. Well, that's how you do that. He gets the knee for his troubles right to his midsection, and this is what I'm talking about here. The man loves body mutilation. He's going to pick a body part, will Eric Winters, and he is going to work on it. Right now it looks like he's focusing on the head with a kick to the side of it. And now he's going to crank that neck a little bit. Again, working on the head there. It stomps on the ankle, lifts him up, and gets tossed over. And a knee to the back. Ooh. And Ben Frost kicks him in the back again. Mounts him and starts throwing those hands. Uh-oh. That last one missed a little bit, but that foot to the midsection didn't. Just gonna pick him up here. Got his legs swept by Winters. Winters goes for a stomp. Stomp again. And a headbutt. Ooh, right to the side of his head. Oh, working on his head again. And got his legs swept. And now Ben takes him down. Steps on the arm. And he doesn't have any kind of protection. He just has a few protectives on the fingers and lifts him up. Deadlift, suplex, stomp to the gut, back, and lifts him up, and gets reversed and gets an arm breaker for his troubles. And Eric Winters lifts him up and drops him right on his face. The ref for the count, but the rope break. He's got to be careful with that. Eric might be getting a little bit too excited here. Yeah, and there's a fist to show his excitement. He should have saw that he was playing possum there. Ben drags him to the middle of the ring and again deadlifts him right off the ground into that gut wrench suplex. He lifts him up by his neck. That 30-pound difference up and down with the choke, the two-handed choke slam. I'm sorry. Let me get that right. And there's a hard elbow right to Eric Winters' face for his troubles. Steps on the arm again, and that time he missed it. And caught a fist to the face, and whoa, wait a minute now. Eric Winters has him up and down. He calls that the winner drop. 2, and barely a 2 count there for Eric. And he's looking to the crowd now, raising his fist. Maybe he believes he has this in the bag. He lifts up Ben Frost. Punch to the head. Another punch to the head. And well, he got reverse thrown him off the rope. And there's a knee to the face. Ben Frost is in a bad way now. Just got kicked in the head again. Kicks him in the good knee, it seems, and gives him a receipt for that knee. And he gives him a receipt. There's a whole lot of receipts getting passed out here. Somebody's got to have the golden ticket to make it to the next round, though. Ben Frost picking him up and getting swept. Picks him up. Eric Winters throws him into the corner. Is he going to meet him there? Yeah, he walks to the corner. And, wait, what is he doing here? He puts him on the top rope. And, a punch to the face. Lifts him up onto, wait. No, he's not going to do it. And, oh, from the top rope. Winters landing from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. And Eric Winters moves on to the next round of the tournament. I mean, he kind of, I don't know what to call that though. Like it was a back and forth match at first, but we should have known something was up when he hit him with Winters landing first time right there. I just thought about the name. It was Eric Winters versus Ben Frost. Well, I mean, or should we say name redacted? No, we'll leave him at Ben Frost. Alright, so Eric Winters is moving on to the next round of this tournament. And he will be facing the outsider in round 2.
Eric Winters.
Congratulations to Eric Winters. We have a very special guest to National Honor Wrestling. Former world champion in multiple organizations. He is held championships everywhere, and we are very excited to have him here on the roster. I mean, very excited. And there he is right there.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 270 pounds, the unpredictable Brian Evans.
And we are very excited to have Brian Evans here. Now, the interesting part about the next 2 matches is we also have a man who Brian Evans has not gotten along with very well in Ken Washington. He'll be in the next match. But him and Brian Evans have had rivalries throughout 2, possibly 3 companies. So the fact that they could honestly get matched up together if they both win this match is, something to think about. But now we have the unpredictable Brian Evans in the ring, and the guy that he's facing next, I don't know how to exactly I don't know how to describe him. He's a very interesting stone. We found him on the Independents, and the owner kind of overrided me because I didn't want to sign him. But, the owner said he's got to come. So, there he is. I just, I don't know what to think about this guy. Like, I'm looking at him now, and he's in the world title tournament, sure. Once again, I'm just the VP. Franco Grice is the owner, and he decided that this man needed to be in this tournament, and I'm not going to argue with him. Whatever he wants. I don't even hear the ring announcer isn't even like calling for him. Like I don't I don't think she knows what to say. I mean, this is a different individual, as you can see. He's walking down to the ring with his lantern. God, we've seen people do that before, but I think it's the once he gets in the ring, his mannerisms are a little bit different. Of course, we had to, scout him, but just I don't. And then this slow walk to the ring. He's just his own person, taking his own time. As we see Brian Evans just kind of walk past him like he's just ready to go. I hope he's not overlooking this crazy man though, because he is just that. He is crazy. He has no problem with putting his body on the line to get to where he needs to be. And, in a tournament like the World Title Tournament, that's something you kind of need. You have to be able to, or not able, but willing to do things you wouldn't normally do. And there he is. We call him the Wanderer. And he runs, and yep, there we go. He starts off with a big knee straight to Brian Evans' nose. And he is working on that arm now. And twists it hard. Could have dislocated it right there. Steps on the back of his head with that stomp. Gets kicked off by Brian Evans now. Brian Evans gives him a receipt with that knee. And then a kick to his... All right now. And Brian Evans now looking. And puts his arm down and steps on his hand again and again. And he's saying it's over like he's already got it. And, well, there he goes again. Just multiples. Like it's not, he doesn't want to let him get up. And that's the sign of somebody who's been doing this for a while. He doesn't want to let his opponent get any kind of momentum going. So he's keeping him on his back here. But he caught that and that. And now here we go. The Wanderer has him back, and he's working on that arm again. He really looks like he's trying to dislocate that shoulder. That is not good. That's not a good look. He picks him up, and a huge Uranagi. Kick to the face. Brian Evans rolls over on his stomach, trying to protect himself, and gives him a knee. Kind of faked him out a little bit there until he got back to his feet, and he did the same thing with that chin breaker, and then clotheslines him clean out of the ring, going out there to meet him, not going to let him get any air, and an arm drag for his troubles, and goes for the chop and misses, and now punches and misses, and they're just out here slugging around. Well, they were. He picks him up and drops him on the apron. Picks him up again. And now he's going to throw him back into the ring. Brian Evans, as we said, was a former world champion. And he just got ran over in the corner. So, I mean, that could be a little ominous. We're going to see how this goes. But, the Wanderer. And now he goes for the pin off of that. I don't think he's going to get it off that. Barely got a 1 count. I'm surprised he even got that. And lifts him up and goes for that knee again. Misses, catches an elbow and a spear from Brian Evans. And a knee to the back. And it's calling for him to get up. The Wanderer's up. He picks him up. And we got 8 seconds on that ride. And he goes straight for the pin. 1, 2, and just a 2 count. And Brian Evans is a tad confused. He doesn't know what to make of that. Kicks him right in the gut and rolls him out. And it looks like he's going for it. Yep. The same move that Wanderer has done to him twice, he has now done it to him. Kind of that's a little late, but it's a receipt. And now he's back to stomping on hands. He stomped on the other hand the last time. Now he's stomping on that one. And runs off the rope, tries for the knee, misses terribly, and oh, wow. All right. Well, I think that was supposed to be a side slam, but he just goes for the pin as well. And now he's taunting to the fans, kicks to the gut, and takes him by the hair and just busts the back of his head off the canvas. And elbow drop. And elbow drop. And elbow drop. That's a lot of elbow drops. Sorry about that. I get a little excited here in commentary. And here, an elbow to that arm, and he's gonna pin him again. 1, 2. See, now if it was me, I'd be working on his legs, because if you work on his, had a little light problem there. Technical difficulties, but we're here. And once again, the Wanderer sends him outside the ring and decides that he wants to taunt. I don't get that. Why did he do that? Anyway, picks him up and he's gonna walk him around. He walks him to the ring and runs his head into the apron, picks him up again, and went to slap him, but caught a mean left hand for his troubles. And now Brian Evans has him, and he tosses him inside the ring like a veteran would. And now he's sizing up the side of his head. And, okay, chopped him in the neck. Alright, and then he picks up the Wanderer and hits him with the spear again. And now he's calling for him to get up. Could this be the end of the Wanderer? And he's going to lift him up. Well, there it is. 8 seconds for that ride. And he goes for the pin again. And 1, 2, 3. Brian Evans has beaten the Wanderer and moves on to the next round of this tournament. Congratulations to Brian Evans, looking to be the first NHW World's Heavyweight Champion. I mean, not much you can say there. The Wanderer started off strong, but I don't know. Maybe he just put too much into the beginning. Like, maybe he is still pretty green here. Like, he was just signed to us a couple of weeks ago. I guarantee you this is not the last time you'll see him. The boss is very, very high on him, and not very high on one of our next opponents, which we'll get into.
Here is your winner, the unpredictable Brian Evans.
And Brian Evans has, I guess you could say he's left his mark on NHW. Even if he doesn't win another match, he has won the first round. Congratulations to him. I don't know who that is. Again, a multiple time world champion. He's also held hardcore titles. He's held all kinds of titles. But Ken Washington here in National Honor Wrestling, and you know, he didn't want to wrestle at first because he has some ties into the management here in National Honor Wrestling. But, you know, him and Franco Grice, the owner, they don't get along at all. And, oh man, that is what caused Ken Washington here to be in this tournament. You know, he's basically like, I'm going to do this just to spite Franco Grice, and you know that's kind of what we're working with here. So everyone, here's looking at Ken Washington. We'll see what he can do here. He has not had the best luck here the last little bit, but here's hoping that he can make up for that. But we will see, because his opponent is no slouch, and his opponent was handpicked by the boss, because why not? If you're gonna have a rivalry, why actually, be in it? But again, I'm just the VP. I'm not getting into that. I like my paycheck to come exactly where it comes from. I'm not trying to stir any kind of pots. And there's the young lion himself. Hands are taped up. He looks like he is here for a fight.
And his opponent, from Owita, Japan, weighing in at 243 pounds, the superstar, Tofik Yamamoto.
I'm kind of noticing a trend. If you notice the trend too, put it down in the comments. I'm gonna be. Anyway, so with this match, again, this is a Lockhart compound graduate right here, who we have not seen much of, but once again, the boss was very high on him. Asian descent, and he can do what he does in the ring, but he is going up against Ken Washington, and this will be no easy feat. The bell has rung, and there goes Ken right out the gate, just launching himself at Tofik's. Lifts him up, gets a back body drop for his troubles, kick to the gut, and man, this looks oddly familiar. You know what? These matches are starting off way too familiar. But he tried to get the arm, and there's Washington, and Lediato. Nice little clothesline, and once again with the back body drop. Ken Washington just can't buy it right now. Lifts him up by his neck and drops him back down. Kick to the side there. Washington trying to get to his feet and rolls out the way and catches a forearm. Tofik's jumping up to the middle rope. What's he gonna do here? Oh, and fist drop brought to the top of the head. And he thinks that's enough for the pin. Well, all right then. And didn't even get a one count. I didn't think so. And Washington is back up on his feet. And I don't know what to call that, but he dropped him on his back. Goes for the kick, misses. And a Russian leg sweep. Nice old school move there by Tofik. And a punch to the gut. That ref, you got to make sure that was a punch to the gut. And sends him out of the ring. And oh, look at him now. He's jumping all up to the top rope like he's got some energy. And he just launched himself. Just pure body. Oh, this man is a psychopath. I thought the Wanderer was bad, but this man just literally launched himself. And he just body slammed Tofik on the edge of the ring. That looked like it hurt. And now he's going to drag him, toss him back in the ring. Their veteran movement. And, spinning neck breaker from the apron to the ground. Breaking the count and breaking his neck all at the same time. Ken Washington throwing him back into the ring, slides in after him, meets him, throws him into the corner. And oh, Monty Brown's not going to like this. He's going for it. The pounce with all the intents and purposes. And he drags him a little bit closer to the middle of the ring and goes for the pin. Ref getting in position. 1, 2, and just a 2 count. And Washington looks surprised, like he didn't know that was going to happen. And hits him and whoop, oh, miss. And a back elbow for his troubles. Tuffix. And now folding him up like a pretzel. No. That hurts. That looks like it hurts. Please don't. Steps on that elbow after folding him up. And that was rough. And we know what Washington's looking for here. There he goes. Cut him in half with the spear. 1, 2, 3. Ken Washington is moving on to the second round of the World Title Tournament, and as we said, he will be facing Brian Evans. So the implications of that match are interesting because, Brian Evans typically has Ken Washington's number. Let's just be honest. I'm going to mention another promotion here. Not supposed to, but the boss will be all right. Ken Washington finally beat Brian Evans for the PSW United States Championship, but it took him like 5 tries to do so. So that it's one of those things you kind of can't be excited for it, because Brian Evans has his number. I mean, he's 5-1 against Washington. He's only lost once. Alright, so with the second round set, we have the Outsider versus Eric Winters and Brian Evans versus Ken Washington. And wait, what is that? Are you sure? Alright, well, it looks like we're going to go ahead and have the second round right now. We're going to see if these guys can, who's going to make it to the finals as we head towards our first pay-per-view, which will be National Honor Wrestling Presents Infected. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you need a new sense of humor. So I guess let's get into this second round. Gentlemen, this is actually shocking to me that the boss called in and said, let's go ahead with the second round. Apparently next week, we will have another tournament starting for our, what is that? All right. So our next tournament that we will be starting will be for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. But he's not giving me any names as far as who's going to be in it. So
260 pounds, the Outsider.
So with him not giving me any indication of who's going to be in it, I guess we'll all be surprised next week when I look on my monitor and see who's in the tournament right before it starts. So every Thursday at 7 p.m. will be National Honor Wrestling Voltage, and on pay-per-views will be happening on Thursdays as well. So there will be a go-home show for Voltage, and then the next week will be the pay-per-view. So we have a couple more tournaments. From what I was just told, we will have a junior heavyweight tournament. We will also have a TV tournament and a tag tournament. And all 4 of the finals will happen on the pay-per-view Infected. And what else? And we will just have, oh, we will also have a women's championship match, but we will not have a tournament for that. It will be, really? Okay. So he's feeding this into me. So it will be a 6-woman battle royal to
60 pounds, the prototype Eric Winter.
So Eric Winters coming back to the ring. He looks like he's okay from his last match. Outsider looked like he's okay. But as I was saying, a 6-woman battle royale to determine the first women's champion. Alright. So the pay-per-view will consist of, at the moment, 5 matches. It will be the World Heavyweight Championship, the Junior Heavyweight Championship, the Television Championship, the Tag Championship, and a 6-woman match for the Women's Championship. Alright. Well, on that note, we are starting off. They meet in the middle of the ring. Collar and elbow tie up. Outsider backs him up. We're going to see if they can break clean here. And they do. They break clean. And, Outsider tried to run him into the corner and got hung up on the ropes. And here goes Eric Winters running off the ropes and hanging him up on the middle rope. Looks like he was trying to run the ropes there and messed that up. Headbutt for his troubles. Outsider grabs the leg. Ooh, what a leg drag. And a headbutt. Alright, so sorry about that. I'm being fed information while I'm trying to, commentate a match. This is too much. Germain suplex, but you gotta stop for that. Alright, so the pay-per-view Infected is going to be 5 matches, possibly 6. We have to see what's going to happen here in the next couple of weeks. And a knee to the face with that knee brace. Eric Winters grabs him up by the head, grabs him up over, and belly to belly overhead suplex, and gives him a receipt for his earlier headbutt. Man. Drags him to the middle of the ring, turns his head, steps on him. Man, I wish they wouldn't do that. But, hey, it's not ballet as I've heard before. And a brain buster for his troubles. A kick straight to the face. And then a knee to the side of the head. Woo. Alright, now that I'm not being fed information anymore, I can commentate this match. And Eric Winters now kicking him, getting him up, and just a toss. I thought it was going to be a power bomb, but it looks like it's just a toss. And he taunting to the crowd, which is not a good idea, because we saw what the Outsider could do in the last match. He can take over a match. He really can. And now he gets thrown into the corner. Ref bump. And a chop, a throw, a drop kick, and the ref is getting up. Wasn't a bad ref bump. Ref was out of position, but now he's in it and won. And just a 1 count, probably because the referee was out of place. He took a bump. And again with the overhead belly-to-belly suplex, and the Outsider is in some trouble here. And ooh, what a capture suplex. Just throwing him over the head, and there he goes again with the taunting. Eric Winters really needs to stay on point. This is no person to be just willy-nilly with. And there's a 2 count off a kick to the back. He's got to do more damage. And he's taunting again. And Outsider's had enough of him taunting. And just an overhand, just dropping him. And now he's taunting himself. There's a lot of taunting going on in this match. And it's cost both of them now. That strong lariat picks him up, and reversal. throws him off the ropes and misses the clothesline. He stops himself on the opposite ropes, and Eric Winters throws him now and throws him up and caught him with the code breaker. Well, that code is definitely broken too, and just a 2 count. Just a 2 count, and you can tell Eric Winters is very upset by that one. I mean, he tossed him up in the air, and now he's working on the arm. He tossed him up in the air and caught him square on the face and just could not get it. And there it is again, that deep 6 side slam. We're going to have to figure out what he calls that 1, 2, and only a 2 count on Eric, and the outsider just looks like he lost his best friend. But, is he going to do it again? And he caught him for a second time with the deep 6. We'll call it the deep 7. No. we'll ask him after the show what he calls it. And now he's hulking up, and there's a clothesline. Another clothesline runs off the ropes. A spinning heel kick. That was interesting. Grabs him up and catches a shoulder. And here goes Eric Winters. He's waiting for it. Will he be able to get him in it? Oh boy. Winters landing. There's no place for him to go. 1, 2, and just a 2 count. Wow, that is interesting right there. Outsiders not giving up. I mean, this is for a chance to go to the finals for the World's Heavyweight Championship. You've got to put it all on the line. You got to leave it all in the ring. And he took that move. I mean, Eric Winters himself has taken 2 of the deep 6 side slams, and these 2 are going all out right now. This is a joy to watch. The outsider now getting picked up, reversed, and a shoulder tackle for his problems. Kicks him, takes him down, and an elbow to the stomach. There we go again. And a clothesline to clean him up. And here we go. Will he catch him with it again? Yes, he caught him with it again. The deep 6, 1, 2, and just a 2 count. This is ridiculous. It has been 3 of them. And I guess the outsider said, to hell with it. You got to do what you got to do. He goes to the top rope with the flying elbow right to the heart. And then flexes a little bit. And now with the elbow drop again. And now a headbutt. Just working on that shoulder and that right side of the body. And now with he's got him right there in the neck, trying to make him submit with his knee and his back. Will Eric Winters submit? The ref needs to check, make sure he doesn't have him by the chin hair. No, he did not submit. It looked like the outsider may have let him go. And the flat out. I know what he calls that one. He calls that one the flat out. And he just... Wait. The ref is checking on Eric here after that. And apparently he's going to let the match go on. And once again catches him with that deep 6, 1, 2, 3. And the outsider is going to the finals to face the winner of Brian Evans versus Ken Washington. And this was a match, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they both left it all in the ring. Neither competitor should be mad. Obviously, Eric is going to be mad because he will not get the chance to be the first world's heavyweight champion. But in retrospect, he put up a hell of a match, and we know that we will see him again. I mean, it took 4 or 5 of those deep 6 slams to finally take him out.
Here is the winner, the outsider.
But nevertheless, the outsider has won and is moving on to the finals to face either Brian Evans or Ken Washington. Congratulations to the outsider. Oh man, a rivalry has been renewed this evening. I'm actually kind of glad that the boss decided that we would do 2 rounds tonight. This should be amazing. I'm really excited about this, to be quite honest with you, because this is a rivalry. These two really don't like each other.
The following contest is a championship tournament semi-finals match. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 270 pounds, the unpredictable Brian Evans.
And Brian Evans now, he's gonna do this. We're looking at him. We are really looking at him here, and be honest, I could not be more excited about this match. This is going to be a match upon matches. These two, as I said, they have a strong history with each other, and it's not really been a good one for Washington. So we're going to see if Ken Washington can turn it around and make something of himself going towards a world championship. As we said, he didn't even want to be in the tournament. Him and Franco, they have this war, and I don't see the point in it. But hey, if he gets what he wants, I guess. And of course, here he comes.
And his opponent from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 241 pounds, Ken Washington.
And as we said earlier, this is a rivalry. I don't think other companies saw it as much of a rivalry as these two did, but I know that these two saw it as a rivalry. So here's how it started. Brian Evans was holding a world championship and breaking the fourth wall again in Pro Wrestling Revolution, PWR. And Ken Washington had an opportunity to face him, and they went to war. They fought each other. They beat each other up. They had a war. Brian Evans, of course, wound up winning, but it started something. And then Ken was not able to get the rematch for a while, and that kind of ate at him. It fueled the anger that that literally runs this man. So he literally signed with PWR for the simple fact of getting his hands back on Brian Evans, and he did. And him and Brian Evans had a hell of a rivalry over there in PSW over the U.S. title. It wasn't for the world title. I mean, he thought he was going to head there, but he won the U.S. title, and he spent so much of his energy with the U.S. title that in his first defense, he lost it. So, the joys of Washington, but here we are, and the bell has rung, and overzealous as always, Washington ran to the middle of the ring, and there was nothing there for him. And now he has, uppercut, dropped him on his knees from way up high, a kick to the chest, and gonna see what else we got going on here. Ooh. shoulder tackle, and another leg whip. Or is that the first one? That's the first one of this match. You know, I'm not used to commentating. I'm the VP. I'm supposed to be in the back somewhere. You know, writing somebody's check or telling somebody they're fired or seeing if the Lockhart compound is going to produce another one as he gives him a belly-to-belly overhead suplex. And he drops him down and wait. And ooh, a backbreaker into it. I don't know. And Brian Evans going for the pin early. And here's the thing about this rivalry. They know each other. They know each other very well. So Brian Evans trying to put Washington away early. What the hell is he doing? Brian Evans trying to put Washington away early is a smart move because he knows the power of this man. I mean, he's 241 now, but he was 254 when these two were fighting. He lost a little bit of weight for no other reason than to be more nimble. And I honestly, from knowing this man for a while, I believe that it was because of Brian Evans right here. And, you know, he's doing things like that spinning heel kick. And you don't see that from him. Why is he doing the spinning heel kick? That lariat, though. Oh, yeah. I didn't say that earlier. I'm sorry, sir. So I was just fed into my ear and told to let you know that we do utilize a 10 count here in National Honor Wrestling. And he was cutting it close with that 9. But we figure with the 10 count, that will make them, wow, spear out of nowhere, never mind. Wait. What is this? Time to... Who? What's going on here? What is going... You have got to be kidding me. What? Who? How? Okay. And... Wait. Was the match thrown out? Yeah, the match has been thrown out. All right. So I don't know what just happened there. But I have been told by the boss that he didn't sound happy about it, so I have my own thoughts behind it, but that it will stand as Washington getting the win by DQ. So, in our finals for the NHW World's Heavyweight Championship, we will have, at the pay-per-view Infected, Outsider versus Ken Washington. One of them will be the World Heavyweight Champion. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I need to work on. Let me know what I don't. This is Harv Stevens, and I will catch you